recently they definitely scaled back with the interest rates the way they've been going. Some are kind of sitting on the sidelines until some of the recent conversations I've had is they're waiting until January to see what happens. So it's definitely a different level. They like assumable loans right now. I mean, so do we. I'm sure you do too. When we can get an assumable loan of in the low to mid threes, that's very attractive, and that they like that pairing on their investment too. So A class is something they diversify with more and more. Outside the value add. A class is something they diversify with more and more. Outside the value add projects too.
Totally. I just wanted to see how to scale. Where are you at as Elevate? What's going to fixing to happen next 12 months to 18 months or 2 years? Where are you guys thinking? What direction you are heading?
Right now, we're right now at the 6,000 door count. So we got 6,000 doors under ownership. About earlier this year, we said we were going to finish 2022 with 10,000 doors, but the market did what it did. And interest rates went up. Sellers' expectations were still high, even though, the price of debt was expensive. So we weren't going to do 10,000 doors just to do it. So, that's our next goal, is to get to 10,000 doors, but we want to be conservatively on it. So we're underwriting deals every day. We're making offers every week, but a lot of times we're getting told, no, the sellers are sticking to their prices, but we're at least we're super active. We're making offers. You talked about diversifying within different assets. Yes. We're very niched on the multifamily space, but within multifamily, we diversify in different states. Elevate started in Texas, but we've done deals in Georgia. We're under contract a deal in Jacksonville, Florida, Northwest Arkansas, South Carolina. Recently, we've made some offers in the Midwest, like Cincinnati, Indianapolis, even Nashville. We didn't get the deals, but we are looking at those markets and trying to get more involved in there. So we're kind of we're looking at more markets to get more deal flow, just because there's far less deals that make sense, that pencil to investors at least. So we have to, look at different up and coming markets, tertiary markets, and then also look at different asset classes. So we like A class a lot. 5 years ago, you would ask me, I would say, we're only buying value add multifamily. A class is just where the rich park their money. That's not, there's not much value, but we found when we can buy directly from developers, we can go in there and stabilize expenses and push market rents. They're developers, they're builders. They don't necessarily want to operate, or not very good at operating. No offense to them. They're really good at building, and they're really good at that. But as far as operating, they're just trying to get it to 90% lease up, 80 to 90% lease up, cash out, and go build the next one. So we'll come in, reduce the concessions that they're having, push market rents, add little smart features on the property, maybe covered parking for extra income or reserved parking, find little niches there. So we do like the A class. We'll still buy value add C class, but the cap rates, as you've seen, have started to compress between C and A class. So the next 2 years, I think we're going to continue to be bullish on A class, and then continue to look at C class too.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Brian.
No problem.
My wife had gone, right there. There was a FedEx coming, so she got something what she needed.
Family before. That's a good example for everybody listening. Family before business. That's some good core values right there.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, brother. I really believe that that's so important. I mean, went 6 days, and I could have stayed 2 extra days, but I came Monday afternoon, because I want to spend this whole week with my wife, and we've been just kicking around. I mean, you can see me. I've just had your interview today, nothing else. Then I'm going to chill out with my buddy, who is the CEO of my cyber security company. We just started in 3 years, cloud defense, from napkin. From literally napkin, it's going to be $3 billion company. So Vinney is into a lot of stuff. I'm into startups. I'm into metaverse. I'm into NFTs, Bitcoin mining, hotels. Hotels are amazing deals. I bought a hotel in Texas, doubled the money in 2 years, 2.5 years. I just bought from the gain of that another hotel, Wyndham Garden, for 13.5 million. It's worth 17.5 million. And I just signed a contract with the broker to sell it at 25 million.
That's amazing.
Within 6 months. So there are great many things happening, Bitcoin mining we are doing. I'm not selling any security, guys. Everybody listening to me. I'm just saying the passion is.
Hi, you are listening to Syndication Made Easy podcast. We will be right back after this short break.
Hi, thank you so much. This is Vinney Chopra, and thank you for subscribing to my podcast and YouTube channel and Facebook pages and all the great things, and LinkedIn. Connect with me. I come live to you every Friday at 9:30 Pacific with Vinney and Bo show. Please also look at that. And also the podcast, which is my apartment syndication made easy. The book I wrote a couple of years back became international top seller on Amazon International now. And then we like to bring great guests for you every week or twice a week sometime to give you a lot of great knowledge. So please subscribe. You give us 5-star reviews on the iTunes. The better the guests we can bring, and our ranking will go higher also. Thanks again for following us and really getting the most out of it. Please comment, like, share, because we would love to bring better and better material for you. I'm just saying the passion is that, money's there. There's so much money can be raised in syndication. So why to just keep it in the multifamily? I'm into senior living, ground ups, already built. Then hotels. Now, hotel income and losses are active losses. What? People can deduct it from their W-2 income, the losses, cost segregation, because we don't do syndication. Just to tell the audience, we make the investors members of the LLC, joint venture. So they show up their, the negative depreciation and everything as their active losses, which is very exciting to me. And then all these different things. It's just amazing what's out there in the world. That Web3, I'm so fascinated with Web3 because that's what it's going to be. And look at Facebook just changed their name, Facebook to Meta. And Meta is the metaverse. So actually it's the 4 alphabets of metaverse, which is going to be in 3 to 5 years, experiential, 3-dimensional experience. You could be in their laptop and you can feel and touch and do everything. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I think that's incredible. You're adding a layer of diversification to your investors. You're letting your investors not say, okay, dump all your money in the metaverse or dump all your money in real estate. Here are different options. I think as your somewhat of a financial advisor, we're helping them diversify their risk and, find the best potentials for them. And I think that's part of our service that you should be thinking about with your investors, not just pushing them all into one deal. I think being able to offer them diversification is a great service too.
So true, Brian. And I know maybe elevate too, because for the next 40 years, there will be 100 million seniors in our country. That's 25%. Our population is going to be from 3.6 whatever to 4.25. Because of immigrations and others and all, and, people born and all. But the key thing is there is a huge demand in senior living space of 55 plus and this and that. I chose the middle ground of assisted senior living and the memory care, which is the sweet spot where I don't have doctors. I have no medical equipment in my multifamily, but I have resort style things, which I built anyway. That's a different chapter. But the thing is, I think Brother George might be really in a great, maybe you could suggest that, hey, when you were saying, let's start a senior living division of renovation. there are so many senior livings now that need renovation. They need updating. 33% of the senior living residential are in dire need of upgrades. So Elevate can really take that space. The exciting thing is, brother Brian, and I'm recording it right now, why I got excited? Same apartment, which gets us $1,300 rent, we get 5,000 rent. 5,000 rent, brother. Same apartment. And I can build something for 17 to 20 million ground up, and the revenue is 5 million from that building. I paid 52,000 for my Bentley. That gave me 3.75 million for the year. It just excites me. I'm a mechanical engineer. So the numbers really get me going, where the potential is. So anybody listening to me, guys, I hope this could be a good thinking for you to dig into in my university, in my academy, where I teach and coach. I tell them, hey, get into assisted living, because that's where big bucks are there. And, some people get worried about state laws and county laws and all that. If you're doing it correctly by the codes, there's nothing to worry, So
I think there's a lot of lessons right there for sure. I think, there's a lot of different ways to make money in real estate, and getting behind a good business model and a good operator that's doing it, that's active in the space. Like you're saying, that you found this other niche to offer to investors in the assisted living, where you're tripling or doubling or tripling your potential rent there. Okay. I think that's, and then you mentioned the Bentley, you're buying your assets before your assets are paying for your liability. So that's fine. You can buy as many Bentleys as you want, as long as you're putting this money in your assets first to pay for your liabilities.
So true, brother. No, this is so exciting. Tell me more. Like, what motivates you? What motivates you to get up in the morning, and what's your routine, and how can people emulate you? You have done so well in such a short period of time. That's why I wanted to bring you on. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, a big motivating factor is my